Hey, 2 years ago is when I had my wake up call, and it was probably one of the stupidest things I've done in my life. It's 1 a.m. when I get a text. I'm 17 years old in the back of this old, blacked out suburban SUV. And it's so old that it has leather seats inside, but where the stitching actually is, it's starting to come undone because of just how old this car actually is. I'm with 3 of my friends and a slightly suspicious driver who I've never met before in my life. And I'm not in a cop car. I'm not kidnapped. No, I'm doing something far more retarded. You've probably seen this before, so you'll know what I'm talking about. But if you can imagine when fog is rolling in across the field and it's so dense, it's so thick that it's almost hard for you to see the field, and eventually the field or whatever is in it starts to become invisible. I'm sitting in the middle back seat of this SUV, and that's what the inside of the car looked like. Like, that's how much smoke was in the car, and we're driving back to my friend's house for the night. We're coming back from our second party, and that's when I get the text, and it's from my mom. And instantly I had like that gut drop feeling, right? Like when you know you messed up and you got caught. And I can remember like running through my mind was, oh crap, she knows. Oh crap, she knows. Like I can remember thinking that. She had made me promise not to go anywhere else, not to leave my friend's house. But here I am, caught by Life 360, 30 minutes from where I was supposed to be. Surprisingly, this wasn't actually what gave me my wake-up call. My wake-up call came right around 3 a.m. We got back to my friend's house, and before we went to bed, we smoked again. And everyone's like crashing either on the floor or on this big like sectional type couch. You know those big like leather couches you'll see in some houses? And I'm laying on the part that goes out farther than the rest of the couch. Like, you know, where you can basically kick your feet up and relax. You know what I'm talking about? I'm sitting on this brown couch that has stains all over it from God knows what. There's empty soda bottles and chip bags on the floor around me, and I'm like brain dead staring at the TV because Family Guy is on. It wasn't even about the fact that I knew I was about to get in trouble. It was the fact that I was genuinely so angry and disappointed in myself for sitting there like that, for getting in that place. Like I feel it in my gut when I think about it. But one of the things that did dawn on me looking back at it is that's what most people feel like they're missing out on. That's what most people are scared of missing out on. I posted this image on my Instagram the other day because genuinely this is what people are scared of missing out on. Freshman boys, our couches don't pull out, so we hope you do. First of all, just man to man, like just being honest, you know the post-nut clarity that you get, or how horrible it feels to fall into the sin and when you relapse, when you fall into lust? Imagine the post-nut clarity of realizing that you spent like 30, 40, 50 grand a semester. You went 200 grand in debt in college just to get drunk and bust a nut. Those people will be paying off their student loans when they are 40, and people are scared of missing out on that. Something that really became apparent to me the later and later I got into high school, especially my junior and senior year, is the potential that other people have. And also how much potential other people squander just so that they can smoke, just so that they can hook up, just so they can go join a frat and party, whatever it is. Like, it's crazy. And one thing that's really starting to become apparent to me now that I'm out of high school is that there is something called the Great Separation. It goes from about the ages 18 to 25. And it basically dictates how the rest of your life is going to go, because there's really only about 2 paths that people go down. And it's really just about going down the path of intention or the path of distraction. The path of intention is doing stuff with your future self in mind. Distraction is doing whatever feels good now. And that's what most people walk down. That's what most people are scared of missing out on. You can get insanely ahead from the ages 18 to 25, especially if you are a dude. You take the next couple years and you're dialed in on your nutrition, going to the gym. If you focus on building that business and just getting your life right in every area of Christ-focused self-improvement, and you use the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 years to do that, not only will you be ahead of everybody else, and you'll be in a place in your life where you're insanely proud of it, right? You'll be proud of your physique, you'll be proud of the way that you look, you'll be proud of the money that you're making, everything that you've built in your life, the women that you're able to attract. But on top of that, by you sacrificing this like low quality fun, you get higher quality fun out of sacrificing first. So not only do you have a better life, but then even the fun things that you do are better. They're a higher echelon of stuff It's like, in my mind, I would happily trade going to parties and getting drunk and like nailing some sorority girl or something like that. One, I'm following Christ, so I'm not gonna do that stuff regardless. I would happily exchange that in order to have the life that I want. And rather than that being your fun, or when you're 25 years old, your idea of fun is going to the local fair. It's like, you can take trips to Italy. You can have a yacht off the coast of Italy for like 2 weeks and you and your wife are just chilling there. Trips to Spain or Paris, whatever you wanted to actually do. Like, you get to develop your dream life and have that higher echelon of life. Maybe for you, that's a farm and living on property where it's all quiet and you can have like 13 children. Maybe for you, that's in a downtown apartment that's super fancy and you drive a really nice car. That's only possible if you do the delayed gratification first. We must sow before we can reap. Me personally, I don't want to do like the lower quality fun or have the lower quality experience of life. Like, I want to experience the higher echelon stuff, both on like vacations and even on a spiritual level. I want to go to higher levels, right? I want Christ to reveal more things to me. Paul even talks about how there's levels in heaven and he went to the 3rd level. Like, that's the type of stuff I want to do. But in order to do any of this, we have to actually sow first. We have to go into a season of just planting seeds and continuously showing up for yourself every day. And that starts with your God-given purpose. That starts with submitting to Christ. Because only once you're submitted to God can then he guide you in what you actually need to do. Genesis 1:2-8, be fruitful, multiply, replenish, subdue, and have dominion. That word dominion means kingship, meaning God wanted us to be a king ruled by the king. I think like the sowing period is key, right? Sowing and reaping is a biblical principle, but especially as a young masculine man, you're Christ-focused, you're on self-improvement, you're on Christ-focused self-improvement. Just think, like, the life you want on any realm, on any level, if you just sow first, you'll get it. Some of the best dating advice even that you'll get online is to choose the person that chooses you. The longer you stay on Christ-focused self-improvement, submit yourself to God and show up for yourself every day and go to the gym even when you didn't want to go to the gym and stick to that diet even when you wanted to go eat that like horrible food, or when you didn't want to work on your business but you got up early on that Saturday and worked on the business anyways. All of those things then just set you up to be a higher echelon type of man, which then means the type of women that you would be really attracted to, not even just physically, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually, are going to be more attracted to you. So then you're choosing higher echelon women who chose you. Like, do you realize it's really just a period of sowing so that you can reap for a lifetime what you actually want? Don't get me wrong, I understand some of those women you see at those sororities and stuff are beautiful. I totally get that. But dude, just think about it. If you get to truly like a high echelon level of life, if you just keep working on yourself and keep developing yourself anywhere from socially to spiritually to physically to financially, if you just stay on that process, you will find women that are that beautiful, that also have substance to them, that you could sit and talk about the Bible with, that you could sit and talk about God with, that you could talk about like actually in-depth topics, and they're also beautiful. Like, I cannot stress this enough. I don't know how like clear I can make this. If you're just willing to sacrifice the temporary, you will receive what you actually wanted in a permanent fashion. And honestly, bro, the only reason those parties or going and doing that stuff seems so appealing is because you're thinking with the wrong head. Like, that's the only reason. You want to bust a nut. Like, it's your lust that's driving you to think that that is so interesting, when I'm telling you, it's like the moment you go through it, the moment you're in it, because most of the time you won't even do that stuff. You'll just end up hungover on a couch the following morning. You'll just realize how much of a waste of time it actually is. And all of the people that are infatuated into that stuff, I've just noticed I don't want to be like them on any level. So why would I then try and go do the things that they're doing? And I'm telling you, the life that you actually want is here if you're just willing to sow before you reap. And honestly, bro, like, the foundation of it is just showing up for yourself. 95% of people don't even show up for themselves anymore. 90% of people don't even show up to work on time. 90% of people don't start that business, or they say that they're going to start on social media and they don't. 90% of people say that they're going to go to the gym or eat healthier and they don't. Like, if you really just show up for yourself, you will get there. Like, it's genuinely that simple. If you're just the kind of person who puts your foot down and makes the handshake with yourself and says, okay, I'm going to do this because I said I was going to do this, and then you just do it, the exact lifestyle you want is yours for the taking. So stop being scared of missing out on any of this stuff. I know it looks cool on Instagram. I know it looks cool on Snapchat right now, but what's going to happen in 5 years? Where can your life be in 5 years compared to where their life will be? In every area. Telling you, stay disciplined, go into a season of sowing, and be patient and submit yourself to God. Christ-focused self-improvement is what I teach. I hope you found this video helpful. Down in the description below, we have our free Christian community, and there's even a guide in there on how to actually conquer lust. It's 100% free, so go join. If you like this video, just like it, subscribe for more. I'm trying to upload about 3 times a week now, but I do hope this helped you out. I hope you stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.